Thanks for tuning into the Carrie Handle Podcast. Here's your host, Bryce and Kevin.
Welcome back to the Carrie Handle Podcast with your hosts Bryce and Kevin. We're doing this a little weird now. So there's the three of us. We have Kevin and Hannah. They're both all here with me doing things.
Gang's all here.
Kevin, both of them are on their phones. We're trying to.
Oh wait,
they're probably.
I'm here too.
Yeah, you're fucking. Yeah, we're recording. We just started.
Hit record.
I hit
The
record.
gang is here.
The gang is here, and now we're recording.
In one roof.
So we finally
Under one roof.
we got back from SHOT Show. We have made it back. I am now under the same roof. The same roof, and my brain is cooked. So
The same roof, huh?
yeah,
The roof.
That's good.
yeah.
Is
Instead
it
of
the
the
same
roof.
roof?
It is the main. So let's get to the meat and potatoes. Why are we here? Hannah, what has brought us here?
So I was thinking we do a little recap of your trip, and you guys just kind of do some highlights.
Okay. So what specifically? What did you want to ask us?
So let's start with your trip. Your trip to Arizona, Meza.
Yeah.
Yep, and you got to meet the owner of the
The owner
G36.
and proprietor
That's five times.
as the king, El Honcho, El MacDaddy-O, Mr. Bo.
Bo.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, did I?
You're. I didn't know how much you were gonna hype it up there.
No, that was pretty much it. I figured
You
people
didn't
would
give
get
me.
annoyed.
You didn't give me the pew 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 sign.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Before I forget, so technically, I'm supposed to do friends of the channel.
Oh,
but
now
one of
Bryce
the-
is on his phone.
One of the friends of the channel is actually here right now, so before we get too far into this, friends of the channel would be my wife. Thank you, Hannah, for precipitating.
Thank you, Hannah.
For facilitating this specific episode. Hammy 3D prints, thousands of products for firearm storage and other fun stuff. Gun racks, mag wells, kill flashes that are not insanely overpriced and are probably not very good quality. You know who you are. For 10% off, we don't get any kickbacks for any of these codes. Just these are cool dudes that like to support us. Carry Handle 10 for 10% off. Then we have Mike from 19 Charlie Tactical, gunsmithing, Kydex holsters, thousands of dropship gun parts, accessories, tools, and firearms. If you have an HK you need built, if you have a weird SIG 500 variant that you want built, if you want an AK, if you need somebody to unfuck your Cheerios from some crazy nonsense build, he is your boy. And for 10% off, it's the Carry Handle 10. Last but not least, we have Eastern Shore Sling Company, handmade rifle slings and custom sewing, dog leashes too. I believe that's Carry Handle for 10% off. Kevin and I talk about this all the time. Kevin and I have the Brushstroke Roadie slings, and we love them. 550i loops, and I mean, honestly, you can pretty much mount them to whatever you want. Good quality stuff, Maryland-based company, pretty based merch too, so definitely go visit them. All right, back to it, ladies and germs. So, Mesa, we got in contact with Bo not quite a year ago when he was really just starting up S5 Tactical, but the long and the short of it is he took over molding for another company. He was molding for another company. He got the molds in and he optimized them. He just, made some modifications and figured out a more efficient and a better way of injection molding nylon injection molding, my fault. So basically his receivers are as close as you can get to G36s and UMP receivers. And from there, we started talking. We had him obviously maybe not obviously, but we had him on the podcast, and you should definitely go check that episode out. Bo is great people. And he actually said we could come by and visit the shop.
Swing by if you're ever in town.
Yeah.
It just so happened that we went to SHOT Show and we were in town.
Yeah, we were only 5 hours away, and I was thinking, this would be a fucking shame if we didn't go out
And
there.
he was so amazing.
Yeah.
He opened his heart, opened his doors. Come on in, sit on down. Here's the facility. no, we didn't have to sign any crazy thing. We didn't have to do any crazy thing. He's just like, here's the stuff. Make sure you don't look at this stuff. We're like, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
just don't take pictures of certain things.
Yeah, and
That's
other than
pretty much
that, he let us walk around the floor
Yeah.
unencumbered.
Yeah.
Now, let me get this understanding straight. Didn't he stop production? Didn't you guys mention that he stopped production?
So yeah, he delayed production of some
He delayed.
no, you're fine. Of some SMP receivers for us to get there so we could see them being produced.
I did not know that tidbit until just now.
Yeah,
Or you probably
said
told
that
me, and I told
you were shooting B-roll. He was like, "Yeah, I actually just I stopped production or I held production for 3 days so you guys could see them coming out of the molds," and which was fucking amazing. I mean, honestly, who does that? I mean, that
an
was
amazing
so cool.
human being who we should
Good-hearted
totally hit
man.
out when they get.
Honestly, he so we learned he moved from California and moved to Arizona, and it eased up some of the production costs and overhead.
Yeah.
It was really cool because he manufactures car parts, he manufactures all kind. Yeah, he does OE for other. I don't know if I'm allowed to say
So
what
you
he
would
does,
say
but
he's an entrepreneur.
well, so he actually started. He's a third generation injection molder. He's been doing this effectively his whole life. And he's known one of the guys that works for him since he was 18 years old. He worked for his dad.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Ooh, help me out. What's the son's name? I want to say Mike.
It was, yep, probably.
Yep,
I feel so
probably.
bad.
I hope your name's Mike.
I know. I'm
Sorry,
so
And I want to give him a shout out because he was super cool too.
Well, it was really cool because both of them let me assemble a G36. So if you guys check out
Yeah, they threw it in the
Instagram-
dumps after.
I know they had to have, right? So yeah.
And you guys also got to test fire some?
Yeah.
So it was interesting. His son was throwing guns. He was assembling some guns, and he was like, "Oh yeah," and then we got to go test fire some of these today. And I'm like, "Hey, so do you need help?" And he was like, "Oh fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
They got a range and in a bar or a restaurant attached to the range.
Yeah,
We'll take
it was
lunch.
It was an awesome range.
Yeah.
It was indoor, but
You
it
could
was
draw.
still really good.
You could draw from concealment. You could use FRTs because they're fucking
So
base.
you would say it was a unique type of indoor range compared to what you guys are used to.
It's called it's called unlimited ammo, and I mean, it was
It was
Unlimited.
good. It was really good. It was, yeah.
it was a pretty bitchin' shop. They had guns out that you could try. They actually had a suppressor manufacturer under the same roof. Now I don't know where the manufacturing lies, but I might do some research into them a little later. But just in terms of the facilities, I mean, Mike covered the cost for us to shoot. He let us do some. Oh, Mike. Sorry.
Mike's the son.
Yeah. Sorry, Bo covered the cost for us to shoot. I mean, he got us lunch. It was an amazing time just to spend with a bunch of dudes that are just talking about a thing that we're all pretty passionate about.
Yeah. And let's not forget the smiles Bryce gave to everyone.
Oh my god.
Mag dumping the G36C.
Yeah,
Flashbangs galore.
Yeah.
And he gets done. He has the biggest
indeed.
smile, and I
Indeed.
captured that.
Yes, he did.
He has the biggest smile
Yes, he did.
on his face. And we looked side to side. Everyone else has stopped shooting, and they're looking at us when the same big smile and the quiet, manly nod.
Of course,
So-
everybody probably had a little tinnitus after that.
Well, I sure did, but I was standing right next to you in the camera, so.
Now the real sad part about this is I have now shot other G36s
Not
You-
your own.
before my eyes.
I'm physically touching Bryce's G36 now, and it's crying. It tells
Yeah.
let me ask.
It feels
It
judged.
says it's very sad.
I got a new compact flash hider for it. It's looking a little drippy. I figured out.
Well, it's normal.
Yeah, it does.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Bo, and I believe your son's name is Mike, for this amazing experience for the men of the podcast, and definitely want to just give you a shout out.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be visiting them again, just in general, and then and just as a whole. We got real quick. We got a little bit of an update for their MP7 project. They are finalizing the CAD files now, and from my understanding, they're going to be working with GSD9 again, who is the people. That's the company that supplies the kits for the G36s, which they assemble in house, and the S&Ps. So they're working on MP7 specific kits. So that'll be really exciting to look or to watch. So that is a public. We're allowed to talk.
Oh, I thought you were divulging.
Yeah, Kevin's looking at me funny, but I swear I'm allowed to talk about this. So we were there for about a day. Also, Kevin and I figured out that Mesa, or however it is that you say it.
It's Mesa.
Oh, my bad. Is like Grand Theft Auto with homeless people like roaming around.
Oh my god!
Like,
all right, wait! Before we go too far down the rabbit hole of this, we flew into Phoenix. We stayed in Tempe.
Tempe. I'm sorry.
Which is like a college, like 2-mile college town.
Yeah.
Then we drove to Mesa, which was kind of nice.
It was like a half hour.
Tempe is what had all the homeless people and the in and out that just seemed to be like popping like in the 90s.
Yeah, it was like if anybody remembers, I guess we're old now, but when Chipotle first became a thing, it was like it was like going out on a Saturday night, just going to the in and out, all the college students and everybody. I even got Bryce to sit down physically in the diner to eat. Did you know that, Hannah? I did.
At In and Out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. I'm not normally.
It wasn't that terrible though.
Well, we were pulling up, and Kevin's like, "So who the fuck wants to eat in their car?" And I'm like,
"Me."
Are we not eating in the car? And he was like, "No, we're gonna eat inside like fucking humans." I'm like, I see. For reference, I did used to work construction, so we ate in our trucks.
I wanted to give you the full experience. I felt like it was going to be a fun little experience.
The full experience.
And yes, all 7 inches.
Now we're leaving Arizona.
Yeah.
And we're on the plane to
LAX.
Vegas, baby.
Yeah, to LAX.
Well, we went to LA for all of 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's about as much time as I want to spend in LA.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we're on the plane and we're heading to Vegas, baby. All right.
Taking us to Vegas.
So it's Tuesday.
A gross shithole of a town.
What, LA?
That one too.
Vegas.
No, Vegas was
So
nice.
we're in day 1 of Vegas SHOT Show 2026. You guys, what did you guys do day 1?
Day 1, we got off the plane, and then I made Kevin walk 3 miles.
Oh, no. We went to the hotel, and we were able to give them our bags.
They held our bags.
They held our bags, and Bryce, in his infinite lovely wisdom, says, "Let's walk it." And I'm like, all right.
Wait, hold up. You walked from the airport to the hotel?
No.
Okay.
He wanted to. He
also,
really fucking tried.
They make you pay for airport shuttles in Vegas, which is
But so we walked. What? Like it was about 2 miles, but
it was 2.6.
We woke up at 4:30 that morning to get on the flight to get to LA to get to Vegas. We get to the hotel. We drop our bags off. We're already kind of winded. And then we walk to SHOT Show walk around SHOT Show brain dead.
For the record, I get energy when I exercise. So I was alive and waking and feeling good. And Kevin's like, what the fuck?
Getting there wasn't the problem. It was coming back.
Yeah.
The coming back, I was just, oh my God, this is horrible. We took hot showers.
Felt like humans.
Fell asleep.
The first day.
Woke up
wait. We're still on day 1. We're not taking showers yet.
I'm still talking. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So the first day, I mean, we were more or less just getting our bearings, trying to figure out where things were and what to expect. And, I've said this a couple times now, but I've kind of gone through my life and not necessarily felt like I belonged places. Like I've always felt I had like perpetual imposter syndrome. But I can confidently tell you, walking through those doors, I've never felt like I belonged somewhere. I mean, it just felt like where I needed to be. Like, it was pandemonium, and I understand when people are like, oh, it's a lot, it's going to be overwhelming. I didn't feel that way. Like, I felt really comfortable. I was like, this is fucking great. Like, there's a lot. Like, but I feel like for some people that go to SHOT Show, they don't know what they like or they don't know what they want, and I have a lot of strong opinions about a lot of things. So we'd be walking through places and Kevin would be like this, why don't we go in there? I'm like, nope. I don't
No,
fucking
thank
care
you.
about that. Yeah.
Would you say people going into SHOT Show don't have expectations and awareness?
I don't know. I feel like some people that go to SHOT Show. Okay, so for all transparency, I went to SHOT Show for both like the podcast and my other job.
Mhm.
So I'm a writer, so I went there to get experience writing, make connections, professional connections. So I'm not just going there because it's SHOT Show. I am going there because it's SHOT Show. But as like somebody, I hate saying it this way, but like an industry person, like I'm going as an industry person to do industry things. Like I was making connections with companies, and
You were invested.
yeah. So I mean, it wasn't just I'm here to go say hi to whoever the fuck YouTuber.
Yeah, like a lot of the stardoms, a lot of the YouTubers and stuff that were I mean, we saw a couple famous ones, and I mean, I didn't really want to interact with them. I was like, oh hey, look, there's that person. And Bryce is like, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. Moving on.
So let me ask you guys this: since Bryce kind of shared his reasoning behind going to SHOT Show and his purpose, what would you say yours was, Kevin?
Somebody had to hold the camera.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I mean, I like being supportive. I like being part of the podcast, and like just trying to help out. It was really fun to experience all that stuff. It was overwhelming as hell.
Well, I would say more than that. I mean, we're a media presence. You were there for media shit. That's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
You were holding a camera, and we were getting opinions on products and companies, which is what we need for this podcast.
Yeah, and then when the camera was off, we were networking, handshaking, making jokes.
Yeah.
But when the camera was on, it was all time to be, serious.
Well, I mean, we were also trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah. Ooh, special shout out to Hefe and Mark
who
from Live Life LARP podcast.
Held our hands the whole time.
Absolute dads. Absolute dads to us, showing us the way, telling us about the special media room and telling us like all like kind of the ins and outs and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were amazing. They were just
awesome.
Yeah.
So basically, just to summarize, day one was you got off the plane, you guys kind of just got your bearings, trying to figure out the locations, because there was two, they were attached, but there was two different areas.
Yeah, well, so there were two different buildings, but there were
while we tell Hannah how we stumbled. This is good. We weren't from the hotel. We walked all the way to the Caesars casino
without
walking around the Caesars casino, and then Bryce is like, actually, it's
Caesar's Forum.
Swiping on his phone, he's like, it's the Forum. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, it means we gotta just follow me. I'm like, does it mean we have to go out? Yes.
Without leading in too much into this, I don't like Vegas. I don't like casinos. I don't do any of the things that people care about doing there. So you're getting this opinion from somebody who has no interest in being in Vegas unless there is an event like SHOT Show. Now, with that being said, Caesars casino or hotel or whatever the fuck that is terrible. Like in terms of just ventilation alone. Like it was just
it took about 5 years off my life just in contact smoke.
Oh my god. And then going into the Venetian was night and day.
Night and day.
You didn't even know people. I would walk the floor and be like, I wonder if you could smoke in here because I like cigars.
Yeah, it was a whiff in the air, but it was like black in your face.
Yeah, in Caesars, him and I were like, like I'm hitting my feverishly hitting my.
Yeah, he's like,
fucking terrible.
All right. So day one was, figuring things out, kind of road mapping. All right, so now we're on to day two.
Right.
So let's talk about day two. What'd you guys do?
So we used day one to kind of figure out who we cared about, what we cared about, and
kind of map everything out.
Yeah, figure out where we're going to invest a lot of our time. Day two, I'm not going to be able to remember explicitly who we saw day two and day to day, but
day two basically just mirrored day one, only
with a camera.
We had a camera, we had our minds, and we got there early.
I went to Springfield immediately.
Yeah, we Yeah, yeah,
That's
immediately.
the one with the guns that you sent me.
There were
Yeah.
a couple guns, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
1911.
So
Yep.
I am an unapologetic Springfield Armory an unapologetic 10-8 performance Hilton Yam fan.
no. You are?
Potentially.
I didn't know
Potentially.
Nobody,
Oh,
who would have
Wink
thought?
face.
I wouldn't have.
So I knew that gun had been released very recently, and I didn't know if it would be at SHOT Show because I was like, oh, it's a Lipsy's exclusive, not knowing where anything was or anything like that, and not understanding anything about the show. And then we go to their 1911 TRP, like they have like this little round table of 1911s, and I'm like, oh, it's not here. And then I found it.
And then it was.
I found it.
Yeah, and then you kept touching it for like 20 minutes.
Kevin had to like
And I got photos.
pry me out of the fucking booth.
Yeah, it's like, we're here for other things. He's like, I don't care. I
I
want to touch.
touched that one gun. I went back to it every day, every single day.
The first 3 times I flaked him, and he no.
I tricked him once.
Let me reiterate. The first like 2 times he kind of duped me. The next like 12 times, I knew what he was doing. I just got tired of trying to flake him.
So not to put my amazing husband on blast, but he did text me 6 photos.
Yeah, I texted her actually the pictures
and
I
he
ended up
said,
using.
When I say I was shaking and nauseous, I was so fucking excited for this gun.
That is a quote. She was reading a text.
Confirmed.
Yes, I couldn't leave. I was like, actually no, that's not true. You didn't pry me off the first time. The first time I had to be like, I need to leave.
Yes.
We have to go.
Yes.
Like, I can't stay here.
That's true.
And then I learned that Hilton Yam would be making an appearance at SHOT Show to talk about the 1911 that he did with Lipsy's, and that was we'll talk about that last. But so basically, I feel bad for any of the people I talked to, like before or after that, because my brain was sort of like, all right, 2 days until Hilton Yam interview, 1 day until Hilton Yam interview, 2 hours until Hilton Yam interview. So I'm a fan. What were we talking about?
Hilton Yam.
Day 2 of SHOT Show.
Oh God. So we obviously you got to go to the PSA booth, right? So
Oh yeah, we checked out
We basically
all
went
the
there
PSA, the new shotgun.
Yeah.
the
both
s-
shotguns.
Some of the ARs. The
Yeah.
the bolt gun, the Saberline bolt gun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think
It was compelling.
now, with the exception of the thing that I'm going to talk about in just a second, the bolt gun was cool. I liked it. I liked the modular shotgun, that it shares the same receiver.
Oh
pump
yeah,
action.
yeah, as the auto, as the semi-auto one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the receivers, technically they're convertible shotguns. So you can convert your pump theoretically if they actually release.
Man, only if like the French figured that out first. They didn't. The Italians did.
There you go.
The Spaz 12. Bryce thought I honestly forgot.
Well,
His
they also
face.
the last day we actually found the Spaz 12, the Bronco arms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by accident.
that was funny. I was like, hey, there's that Spaz thing, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But so we played with that. We played with the bolt gun. We saw the Lancet, which is never coming out, so I don't know why. Like they killed that project, so I'm not really sure why that.
Hold up. Didn't you run into somebody else too on day 2?
Maybe.
Hammy?
No, Hammy.
No, that was like
That was the next day.
day.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that was the
Hammy.
3rd day.
We'll see you in day 3.
Yeah. So,
Oh, Bo. We hit up Bo suppression.
yep, we hit up
Proper.
Bosa's Depression. We got to see all the guys there. It was really cool to see Justice and
Oh, Justice,
and
yes.
another Mike.
Duramac.
Yep, Durmag, Bo Suppression, C Products Defense for all intents and purposes. But always good seeing them. It was great. I mean, they're
Great dudes.
honestly just great. Anytime we were sort of vaguely around them, I'm like, let's go bother them.
Well, I'm the only one. I hope I'm one of the few people that spotted the SpongeBob Neimanhoy meme on the back of the Glock.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he was holding an AR-15.
He had Doodle Bob.
Yeah, it was a Doodle Bob with an AR-15.
That was pretty sick. I didn't see that at all.
Is there anything else you guys want to highlight for day 2? I almost said day 3.
I mean, they all cut out.
mesh?
So we were pulling 16-hour days. So we didn't do any Vegas shit. We went to dinner with Live Laugh LARP and Clayco.
Oh, yeah, that was day 2. We did get,
Yeah.
we went to the, Hassan.
Well, actually, technically, it was day 1.
Oh, was it?
Day 1. So technically, that was day 1. So we had dinner with Clayco and Live Laugh LARP, which is really cool.
Bavarian Bar House.
And I talked to where if you buy a shot, you get slapped with a fucking paddle, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
It was on my
It was
story.
you.
Yeah, my parents thought it was me. I was like, what about me would lead you to believe that I would
My
have
ass getting smacked.
ever or doing a shot?
Well, Hefe, he
No.
warned us like early. I was like, watch out for that. Like, she's been here for like 10 years. Every time we come, she's been here.
And she was on us. She was like, shots. She would like hide the paddle.
Yeah, but she didn't even, not to be mean to anyone, but she didn't look like someone that I would want A, a shot from that's overpriced, and B, to get slapped with a wooden paddle from.
She looked a lot more like grumpy about it. You'd think she'd be a little bit more jovial, but I
No.
guess not.
Well, she's probably been doing that job for like since we.
So
been
what
born.
I will say is that interaction specifically with Clayco, who's if you're listening to me, you probably know who he is, but he's big into AKs, and if you've been watching any of his content recently, he's been doing stuff on the Stenzel, which is the air quotes American AK, and I've had my reservations about that gun, and he was talking to me about it, and he genuinely seemed excited about the development on that gun. So I figured, because sometimes content creators say things online that maybe they don't necessarily 100% agree with, but he genuinely was excited for the development of that gun. So I was sold. So we definitely later, I think it was day 3, we actually ended up visiting them, but it was a really good time. Just like, moreover, I mean, I know I already said it, but thank you to the Live Laugh LARP guys for really just guiding us along on our journey.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
All right,
Yep.
we're on day 3, which it was Thursday.
Yeah, that would have been Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
So I'm just going to jump to it. I got to interview Hilton Yam in person, which was super cool. Him and his wife Roxy were there.
Yep.
And I like a couple, kind of like Hannah, or not kind of. I kind of like what Hannah and I do because she's the producer for our show. Roxy and him seemed like they were just in it together doing stuff. It was really cool talking to both of them, and then just seeing 2 very passionate people. I mean, it wasn't just him like schlepping, like just fucking lugging his wife along. Like, she was in there and she was talking.
Well,
to
Andy remembered us. Don't bury the
I
lead.
know.
Jesus,
He did remember us. He actually introduced me to his wife. I was like, oh, wow, that's so nice.
He said last time he saw us, he held
Very
his
small.
fingers up together and said we're about yay high.
Very
and,
pixelated.
And very pixelated. Now we're not.
That was really cool. And then, I mean, it was just cool to he's just genuinely super passionate. I just uploaded the YouTube video, the interview we did with him.
Very detailed. Everything has a purpose on that gun.
Yep.
Nothing was put on that gun willy nilly or.
I think the biggest, I wouldn't even call it necessarily a compromise, but the biggest thing he was like, yeah, we have Cerakote on it. It's not the best finish necessarily, but this is a new higher temp Cerakote. And I had to draw the line somewhere because I got my serrations. I got the really cool serrations from the Echo builds, and which, I mean, sort of, he had interrupted serrations on his Bravo build as well, but the cutter that was specific to the Echo 1 and 2, which are 2 of his custom builds. If you're on his Patreon, you might know about Echo 2, but actually, I think maybe he might have done YouTube videos about it. I don't remember. But he actually sent that cutter out to Springfield Armory for them to be able to replicate the serrations, which is so fucking cool. Because I've always wanted one of his builds, but I don't have the $10,000 to like maybe come across one on 1911 Addicts or 1911 Forum.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I get so excited sometimes. By the way, you can't fucking buy guns on their website anymore. So, like, you can't trade firearms there anymore. I don't know why, but whatever. So we got to do that interview. We got to make connections at the PSA booth, which we went back to again through AAC. PSA reintroduced the AAC Advanced Armament Company brand.
Yep.
Started out with their with their suppressor line, so their M4 2000 and their 762 line. They're all 3D printed cans, and then their MPW line, their MPW line of rifles, which was really exciting. So if you remember back in like 2015, or even when if you think about when 300 Blackout started kind of coming around, there weren't a lot of dedicated rifles that weren't
Right.
nigh on impossible to obtain,
Right.
honey badgers or whatever,
Yeah.
that were chambered in 300 Blackout. AAC was one of the first companies that really made 300 Blackout readily available.
Oh yeah.
With their MPW uppers and
okay.
full rifles. And actually, one of the most popular videos, ironically, is on Hickok 45's channel. And I believe the original MPWs were just in 300 Blackout, but they reintroduced the rifle line as well in 5.56, 300 Blackout, 6 arcs, 338 arc, which is so fucking cool because the two coolest things on those specific rifles is two of the rifles and then the actual MPW rail, or the original MPW rifle was a sort of a collaboration between Knights Armament with their URX 3.1,
Right.
and then AAC with their components,
Yeah.
and their barrel and whatever. So I'm getting excited. PSA updated the design for the rails, and they kept the same aesthetics and updated the barrel nut design, so it's way more easy to install. If you've tried to install anything Knights Armament related, you'll understand it's kind of a pain in the dick. But like, we're so fucking back, boys. And it was funny because they were like, "Oh yeah, we have this M-Lock rail," and I was like, "Why? I don't want that. I just give me URX. That's all I care about. Give me some like available URX clone." And the most exciting rifles they had there were their SDIC and their SD rifle.
Agreed.
Which, caveat, they're not actually integrally suppressed, so the name is super misleading. So
Yeah.
that kind of bums me out.
But
it's more specifically a specialized rail and upper receiver.
Yeah, but I like it that it's not, because then you can switch the suppressor you want on there.
But that doesn't make any sense because they're optimized for their cans specifically.
Oh, are they?
The diameter and the guns are tuned specifically for their cans. So
maybe it was a tax thing.
I don't know.
And last but not least, for day 3, you met Hammy.
I met Hammy. We
met
Hammy, the hamster. Oh, and Hickok 45, which not to be confused with Hickok 45. He's a Discord buddy. We love oh so very much.
Yep, and we met the TFB guys.
Yes, I finally got to meet my boss.
Oh, that was Friday.
I got to meet Luke.
Well, that was Thursday.
That was Thursday.
You met Luke.
We saw him by accident. He was walking across the bridge, and we were like, "Luke,
yeah,
you know that guy."
And I, to my credit, I told Bryce I was going to say this to Hop the first time I ever met him. I looked at him, I shook his hand, I said, "Wow, you look a lot shorter in person than you do on camera." And he said, "You're the only person that's ever said that to me. Thank you."
Hop he's a very tall gentleman.
He's very tall, and people always say the opposite. He looks taller.
He's massive.
He's gotten so tired of it that I'm like, "You look a lot shorter."
You mix it up here.
That's
And he got a kind of a half smile out of it. I was like, "A win!"
That's awesome.
It was cool.
So now we're going to move on to day 5, which is the last day. Sad face.
No, day 4?
Day 4?
What's day 4?
Wait, I'm confused.
Oh, wait.
We weren't there for...
Whoops, sorry, day 4. My V, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, day 5 was traveling and missing our flight.
I can't count either. I just jumped from 3
well,
to 5.
I can't.
I mean, to be fair,
you can't count. Bryce can't tie his shoes. We all have our struggles.
That's why I have hey dudes. Yeah, and I fall down the stairs.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, let's back up to day 1 where you tripped down the stairs.
Up the stairs.
Strategically.
Yes. It was that I spotted a glint in some glass, and I was like, not today.
Misstep.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
I saved my shin though. I didn't quite hit the shin, which.
All right, so back to day 4, which is final day of SHOT
Last
Show.
day of SHOT Show. Last day of SHOT Show.
Wait, no, let's not. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves. Let's go back to day 3, where we met Hammy and Thickcock and we hung out with them. And then later on, we went to the casino.
Ah, yes.
Oh, right.
That-
This was casino
Yes,
night.
this was casino
The
night.
infamous
Hammy,
$40
by the way, if you ever go to Vegas with Hammy, do not go gamble around him
But you
because
won $10.
he will-
he is an enabler.
he will push you to max bet. He'll say max bet,
Max
max
bet.
bet. Oh my god, why'd you do that?
But
He'll
didn't
be
you
like,
do-
"Oh, I feel like I might actually do." He won't fucking.
Okay, so Bryce came out with $10. Kevin, I never knew how much you
Yeah,
actually
so
won.
let's,
I think we overall lost like $40.
You lost $40?
Yeah, we were negative 40.
Which I mean, it could have been a lot
But didn't
worse.
you do that
Yeah.
on the slot machine?
Yeah, but we were still. I mean, it took us about that much plus.
Hey, it
40
was your
bucks.
20 that got us there. I wasn't. So for reference,
Yeah, I
Hannah
got
said
it
you
back.
got to at least give a slot machine $20, and I was like, all right. So I wasn't gonna do it, and one of the machines was like
Under pressure.
feverishly or was like precariously close to doing like a visual thing that we took to understand as a win, and it worked. By God, Kevin sat down and smacked the thing, and it was like, ding, and it paid out like
52 or
yeah,
something.
150.
So
Like
how
a-
much did you get of that?
I got 30. I
Yeah.
got 10 back. I had not been
I
putting
guess I
in
don't
money
know
on.
about a slot machine.
Yeah,
Um,
it was. Oh my God! And
They're basically there to keep you playing.
they call wins like if you bet $1 and you win 80 cents, they'll be like, yeah, that's a win, even though you just lost 20.
Well, don't forget we were going around like trying to nab low value. So most of the machines have a minimum bet. So the minimum bet on most of those machines, I think it was like 88 cents.
it was 75.
And it was
75
75 cents. So we were going around looking for machines that were under that in
Yeah.
credits and printing out the credit slips, feeding them all in the one machine, and then getting one credit slip machine. I think we got up to like 80 cents.
Yeah, we
doing
did.
it.
86 cents.
Yeah.
And then we whiffed
Yeah,
it.
Ladies
Um,
and gentlemen, if you guys go to Vegas, don't do what just was said.
Oh, and let's not forget, Hammy got clocked by the workers there for being underage, or they
Oh
thought
yeah,
he was.
they carded Hammy because he does look like a child. to
Yeah,
be
but
fair.
they were obviously watching him on camera the whole time.
Oh yeah, like
we didn't
they
see any workers.
the lady
and the
came
lady
straight to him.
Just popped out of nowhere. Hey, can I see your
I need
card?
your ID.
I was like, no,
No,
him.
that one.
Hammy's like, it happens a lot.
Like
Here you go.
the other three, we're all like, why didn't we get carded?
Yeah,
Why didn't you get carded?
And then we met up with Kirk during the end of that night
And found a secret bar.
and found the secret bar and had some drinks. And Kirk told
That
me
was
about
cool.
his amazing guerrilla marketing campaign, which I think turned out very well for him. Putting down bar coasters anywhere he could.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
All right, now back to day 4, which is our final day.
So Kevin and I had done the lion's share of work, like actual work, on the first, I would say, the 2 days that we were actively on the floor with cameras. So Friday we just kind of treated like milling around, trying to look at stuff a little bit more casually, because
Enjoy the actual day.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm
Okay.
still trying to find stuff to write about. So I'm still working, but like in terms of, it's a lot less of a fast pace.
There were less people there. There was a massive snowstorm that was starting to slam, or hopefully it currently isn't slamming when this comes out.
Yeah,
That part of like Texas, that area. So a lot of people flew home the day before
Yep.
to beat that. So the show was very, very light on people. And a lot of the boots guys are really cool. They're just like, here, take our stuff. Like, we're leaving anyway.
yeah.
And then we
don't want to take this home.
Yeah, and then we linked up with
Thick Hawk.
Thickhawk,
Yeah.
45 again, and we kind of milling around.
To be fair, we were also having dinner with him.
Yeah,
All
we
the
also
time.
we also had some
Yeah.
lovely, amazing pizza.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was really good. That was
Yeah.
Lovely and amazing people.
It was.
It was.
really
Yeah,
good
double
pizza.
double pep and mushroom.
Yeah, it was in the Venetian. That was fucking fire. That was really good.
Yeah, and it was reasonably priced.
And then we got to meet more. So the on the third day we did meet with Caleb Gettings from Taurus. And
Yes.
we did talk to him, but we actually got to talk to him in a more relaxed fashion at the last day. And we actually stayed until they called End of Shot Show, which I
Yeah.
thought was really cool.
They're like, and it's over.
Yeah, we were the only idiots in there still.
And we were just like swiping patches and hats and
All
shirts
right,
and
so we're on the
pilfering
last.
everything we could.
All right, let's wrangle it back in.
We're in the last day. So Kevin, what was out of all of SHOT Show? What was the most exciting thing that you saw?
I should have been asking that question.
I'm sorry, I can't answer that question for you, Bryce.
I don't remember the question.
Nice. What was the most exciting? All my wife heard was me asking a question. She's like, "How fucking dare you?" What was the most exciting thing you saw?
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you.
What was the most exciting thing you saw?
Well, thank you for asking, Hannah.
Yeah.
I will tell you. I will direct my answer to Hannah.
Ah, yes,
Hannah.
the producer. My fault.
A lot of the PSA stuff, the 570 shotgun, the bolt gun.
Imagine. Okay, what about stuff that's actually out?
That's. I mean,
Because even that SDIC isn't
the 10.8 Performance 1911. That is really cool. I like
supposed to come out
that.
in a month.
The Springfield AOS.
Those aren't really new, but the Koa is.
Yeah, when the Koa.
Oh yeah. Well, so the Koa, it's a specific Koa cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then the gear. I mean, they're offering the gear bags, which pretty compelling for about 1,200 ish.
Yeah, but you get a bunch of mags and
Yeah.
it's pretty. And a pre-installed dot, which
Yeah.
is a bit of a bummer.
The
They
Glock
don't zero.
6s were
They were fine.
okay.
Let's talk about the biggest disappointment. Fucking FN.
Oh yeah, the FN 309 we thought
That
was
was
some
mine, but-
compact, like little like handgun.
To be fair, they do have the
know.
reflex, which is exactly.
Judge.
No,
Judge.
we have the same hands.
No, you two have the same hand size. Literally the same.
Literally,
Actually, Hannah's a
we
little bit
just
bigger.
touched,
Yeah,
and we have the same
Whoa,
hands.
whoa, whoa, whoa. We just measured hands.
we
okay?
measure hands.
Well, you have to touch to measure hands.
It's true.
Judge.
But yeah, so Kevin and I guess we kind of forgot about the reflex because they don't really advertise that. By the way, I did kind of like that gun too.
I vaguely remember that. Anyway, so we touched shift 309, Glock 19 size. I'm like,
It's
oh
huge.
god, why is it so huge?
It looks like a ChatGPT rendition of the 509. It looks like somebody was like, "All right,
Yeah.
make me a 509."
And well, they made it like what way cheap too, like 3 something.
It's 500, so it'll probably street for like 4 something. But it's hammer fired. I mean, so they sold it as like a light racking first gun for a
Yeah.
first time gun buyer, which I mean,
I don't agree with that because I mean,
yeah, Kevin.
I
Kevin didn't like that. Also,
who-
polymer mags. It looked like Magpul
Yeah,
polymer mags.
but here, all right. So here's my thought. If you're a first time gun buyer,
Hello.
just get a Glock, get an FN 509, just pick whatever company you want and buy whatever their normal pistol flagship is for your size hand. If it's a subcompact, full size, whatever, and just train the piss out of it.
yeah,
You don't need to buy a specialized baby gun
that isn't going to be supported. By the
that's
way,
not going to be supported, and you're going to get used to the features on that gun. And then when you pick up a real gun, you're going to be, oh wow, that's really hard to do this. It's really hard to do that
It's actually a really good point.
because you were babied. The only thing that gun would be good for is if you are under the age to own a firearm under your own,
Like as a trainer.
as a trainer for,
Yeah,
I would
that's fair.
say, teenage, to get familiarized with weapon systems and firearms, and then transition into a real gun,
Yeah,
or not
I
a real
guess.
gun, into a
real gun.
better
A real
firearm.
gun. Yeah.
And then you're talking about it comes under at 400. I mean, the Ross Martin guns,
Yeah.
they're all under 500, and they're
That's
all pretty compelling.
Yeah,
and they're American made.
That was so I had never actually touched those. Those are basically they're based on the ARX Delta. They're striker fired. They have a striker indicator on the rear of the slide, which I see striker indicator. I like tactile feedback for the status of a striker.
I didn't care terribly for the trigger,
Yeah, they're pretty bad. But when you're shooting, it doesn't.
but when you're shooting and it's under $500,
Yeah, I mean, and I imagine the triggers
so
probably get
I mean,
better.
if you want a first gun and you don't want a Glock or you don't want this, maybe Ross Martin. I don't know.
Yeah, they were all right. My biggest disappointments were the P4 comp or the P4 HD or whatever the comped staccato thing was.
Oh, Yeah,
and
grossly
the
overpriced.
Scar.
God, there was I
I hated
touched
that
so
thing.
many 2011s, so many 1911s there.
I
Good lord, there were so many of them.
Yeah, I'm a 1911 guy. I famously had a bad experience with. It's funny. So everybody there is like, yeah, I wouldn't buy a Staccato. I'd just get a Mac and then gut it. And I'm like, I would not do that because I did that and I hated that thing.
Talking about 2011s, what we talk about the actual one of the few budget 2011s that was interesting.
Oh, the Apollo.
The Apollo.
That was
Yes.
actually pretty sick. So
That was compelling.
Apollo came out like 24 with their double. So they have they've been around for a while, and they started out with their budget 2011s with 3D printed grips that nobody liked and controls that weren't really that great, but they were under $1,000. They had an intro price of $899, and then they leveled out at $999, and that in all US made. So, which is cool. I like that because then you don't have to buy a Filipino or Turkish 2011 or whatever, and I like that. But the components and the trash in, trash out, right? So like, it wasn't really that great.
Fair.
Everything was in house with the exception of the 3D printed grip, which I guess was out of Orlando, and it's just like
I feel like the best way to look at it is if you were digging in a dumpster because you're homeless, or you wanted to pee in the dumpster behind the gun store. Shout out to who done that.
Yeah.
This is just like picking the top item out of the trash.
Well, so they basically, this is a Gen 2. They completely redid this gun. And now it's all in-house with the exception of the magazine release and the springs and the grip screws. This Apollo 2011, they redesigned basically the entirety of the gun. They have an external extractor, which is more similar to like a Kimber. They have a metal grip, which if I were to get one, which I very well, I might, because we also, real quick, we are probably going to be touring their factory because they invited us to come down, and they're a local Florida company. So they're going to invite us to come down or they have invited us to come down and tour. So external extractor, they have ported options. They have 3 main size variants. It's, from what I understand, the receivers are standard. So for me, I'll probably rip off the metal grip and put like an MJD or whatever grip on it. Yeah. So, because I like plastic grips. I don't really like metal grips.
I know what you're talking about. Now that I'm literally, I'm not trying to be pedantic, but I think I'm touched so many like 1911s.
Everybody's got a fucking 1911. Everybody's got a fucking 2011.
I have a more well-rounded opinion of what I like.
2011. Oh wait, it's yours.
So I think next year.
Not anymore. Oh, we don't have one.
Next year, she is coming. So next year when Hannah comes, and
maybe we'll see if we can make it work.
All right, we gotta see logistics.
Yeah, because we still have a small human to think about.
Tiny human.
If we can make that work, we absolutely will. But
if we can make it work,
ideally 2011s. Ideally, 2011s won't be as in vogue anymore.
Oh yeah, I mean 2035 Inglenesses.
Yeah,
Inglenesses.
Inglis.
Inglis.
All right, guys. So let's just.
Wait.
I want to bitch about the Scar real quick.
No, well, yes, the Scar sucks, but also talk about the design change we made on the fly.
Oh yeah, so we went to the Military Arms Corporation booth, and they're known for some of their MP5 clones, and they announced that they had a Surefire handguard clone that actually they updated it, so they lowered the body in the handguard, so it's an integrally. It's a light mount that's inside the handguard. And I was talking to one of the designers it's made in Taiwan. So at least it's not American made, but it's an Allied Power. And I was like, yeah, so they're Surefire head compatible, right? And the guy was like, no, right now it is. But he got on his phone and the marketing guy came over and it was like, so they're going to be Surefire compatible now.
Oh yeah, he's like, they're not,
but they are now.
And he talks into his phone and he goes into the office and goes like, so anyway, they'll be shipping like that though.
Yes, they will be. I was like, oh, sick. So I feel like people had probably asked before, but they weren't as annoying as I was. And I was like, yeah, so what about this? And he was like, I'll just grab the engineer. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. Also, Zermatt Arms, those guys were super cool.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, we met the designer of the their new incredible race gun, striker fired pistol, and we're gonna have the designer on. We're really excited about that. It was really cool. He's buddies with Nightwood Guns, and he was like, "You guys did an episode with Nightwood Guns," and then we were talking about the Punisher, and I was like, "Oh, that's sick! I love that. That's so cool." So yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, my two biggest disappointments were that compact Glock 19 sized P4 comp gun. Mostly because in the P4 line as a whole, because I think it's just a straight fucking 90 degree on that backstrap, and it like every time I held that gun, and I hold guns,
It just cuts into you.
yeah, it's pretty sharp. I didn't like that. And then the scar. Oh my god.
Yeah,
the right side bolt release, I feel like if you snag that on anything, it'll snap off. It's way too fucking long. It's just, if anybody remembers PDQ levers, which is just like the right side bolt release, if you played with one of the Spear LTs or anything like that, it's the same fucking thing. But I hated that. It's heavy as shit. They're like, oh, it's $1,000 worth of upgrades. I'm like, all right, well then why don't you make the 15P cheaper? Because it doesn't have any of those upgrades. And by the way, people seem to think I don't like the Scar. I don't dislike the Scar. I dislike Scar owners. That's for the most part, not all.
Not Hammy. We love.
I love Hammy, and I love Thickock. They both have Scars, and I want a Scar, a 13-inch Scar H. I do genuinely want one of those because they're drippy as fuck, and I don't care if they work. I just think they're cool.
I need to have a list of guns for you.
I know. No, you don't want that list. You don't want that list. I promise you. I want the list. My wife the whole time is like, I had to stop texting her pictures of guns because she was like, send me the link. We're getting it. I'm like, no. We can't do that. Yeah.
He told me that on the floor. He's like, when the 10-8 performance goes, oh no, I should have told Hannah about that. I'm like, why? He's like, because she tried to buy it for me like right now.
She's like, is it not available?
I'm like,
I got to reply.
So? He's like, dude, that's like $2,000. Like, no,
$2,000.
We
can't do that right now. She's like, we'll fucking do it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, we'll pull the trigger. Don't fuck with the producer. She'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounded like you guys had a great time.
Well, except for the last day.
The last day was flying home,
where both of us went to the industry sort of party for James Reeves.
Oh, I like that.
Stayed up. I liked the party. That was great. The part where we went to bed at 1 and then had to get up at 4, even though we got up at 5 and then missed our fucking flight.
Traveling pains.
Oh my god!
You got rescheduled and you got
we got.
And
shout out to United who made that.
Also, don't forget Hammy getting ambushed by the call girls.
Yeah,
like twice.
Yeah, the biggest blessing of that whole trip was my dad. I mean, really facilitating all of that kind of stuff. He's a master class traveler. And I mean,
Absolutely.
Without any of that, but I mean, my parents as a whole have been really supportive throughout.
Yeah, I think I personally thanked him once or twice.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, to have the support from my wife and my parents and Kevin obviously has been. We wouldn't be able to do this shit without all these people. I mean, it's and then obviously you guys listening, we wouldn't be doing any of this without people listening and interacting.
Yes, and we're thanking you.
You specifically. I'm looking at you, Larry.
Or you. Or the other guy.
Listen, Todd.
Did you just say Larry?
I said Larry.
Larry, Jim, Bob,
Larry.
Charles.
We know there are a couple
Andy.
mics.
What about the woman?
Sarah.
Hannah, we have a demographic, I think, of
James.
1% of females.
James.
One of them is you, and one of them is my mom.
Oh,
and
we're
the other
burying
might
the
be my
lead.
sister.
We're burying the lead. We met Jesse Boontot.
Oh, yeah, we finally got to meet Jesse. We were so
jealous.
happy.
And we met Brass Facts.
We got to meet Brass
Amazing
Facts.
dude.
Don't even call me when you're next to her.
It was 3 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I don't. You keep
bringing that
She
up.
left me a voicemail.
Okay, you know what? Next time, if God forbid she's not able to come, we're just gonna harass the piss out of her.
Oh yeah, just call her and be like,
yeah,
oh,
all hours of the night. Yeah, call her.
I'll just give Jesse.
We'll get to the bar. We'll get to the bar.
This will be me.
We'll get drunk. We'll get drunk as hell. We'll just call it and put it on speaker and say,
Now, mind
everyone
you,
say hi.
When Kevin and I say drunk, like we don't drink
They don't
ever.
6 beers.
And 6 beers, and we're just fucking hammered. Like we're just like this. We're not built for this anymore.
It was nice to only do 6 and be
we're cheap
comfortable.
dates. We are very cheap dates. I'm very proud of us.
Well,
So,
thanks guys for doing a little bit of a recap.
well, we're happy that you were able to come on for your busy schedule, getting yelled at by a 2-year-old.
Yes.
Ah.
And your actual scheduling, where you
And
schedule
your actual
people.
scheduling, where you're actually facilitating all of this shenanigans. But
And tomfoolery.
And tomfoolery.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you guys for the recap, and thank you for everybody going to be listening.
Yep. So, well, be sure to tune in.
Tune in.
We're going to be recording tomorrow too, so you'll hear from us. We're going to be going back to our regular recording schedule. So, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll be sure to catch you on the next time.
Don't piss on something unless you're in Vegas.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. You should like and subscribe.
On Facebook and Instagram.
And Twitter and Spotify. You should listen there too. If you
Aren't they
heard this on
listening to
Spotify.
this on Spotify right now?
Well, they could be, but there's also YouTube podcasts, so all of the places.
We always forget where we post this stuff.
We don't know where this is. Thank you for listening wherever you're listening to, but you should also like the other places that we are. And
Who
then
are we and what the hell are we doing here?
yeah, I don't know how we got here. So thank you for letting us talk directly into your ear holes.
Right to the brain.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Adios.